Yes, you should always be able to make fun of ideas. And these beliefs are ideas. A lot of people don't know the difference between themselves and their ideas. But there is a difference. They first need to understand your ideas are not you. They are your ideas, which are very important to you, but they aren't you. And so I think you should always be able to poke fun at ideas. And I'm amazed at how even in my own, even in families, when they don't think it's about religion at all, when there's a conflict, how much it becomes personal right away. You're this kind of person this, or you're this kind of person that, instead of just sticking to the idea that we were talking about. So even in our own family, we are always saying, let's not make it personal. This isn't a personal attack. Let's just talk about the idea that's been brought up, and let's debate the idea.
It's always okay to ridicule beliefs. Everything should be subject to ridicule. There's nothing sacred. And that's the key point. There's no idea that is above ridicule. Ridicule is an important means of exploring reality. And nothing should be protected from ridicule, because if we're ridiculing it, there's probably a reason for it. And as a friend of mine, well, sort of a friend of mine, as a well-known British actor has said about, if you ridicule people, the problem is they get offended. And he would say, oh, I see you're offended by what I said. Big fucking deal. Because basically, when you're offended, you own the offense. And you can determine how you're going to react. You can cut people's heads off. Or you can say, look, I disagree with you, and let's have a conversation. But you own the offense. So there should be, if people are offended, you made the key point. Ridiculing people is not appropriate, but ridiculing ideas is fine. Ideas are part of the public forum, and nothing should be protected. The worst thing that can happen in any society is when some idea is above ridicule, and that's the problem with religion.
I think it's absolutely okay to ridicule individual beliefs. I think it's imperative for a movement to, bring things that are ridiculous out into the public. But I think we have to be careful not to conflate ridiculing somebody's beliefs with ridiculing them as a person. And I think everybody has a different tactic. I work first and foremost as a science communicator, and then I do the atheism and the skepticism activism. So for me, I don't want to turn off viewers to science by making fun of them for being religious. But for many people, it's about knowing your audience and about knowing what your agenda is.
Yeah, I think the only thing that is completely legitimate to ridicule are ideas, because it's not about personalities, it's not about individuals, it's not about personal foibles, it's not about anything but the idea. And ridiculing ideas is the most important thing. It's been going on since the beginning of language, I suspect. Ridiculing ideas is absolutely important. And if people could get their heads around that, then we can have real productive conversations about a lot of things, like ridiculing religion as opposed to the individuals who believe the tenets of certain religions is as real and important as it gets. Ridiculing ideologies as opposed to the individuals who have become susceptible to them is as important as it gets. All human beings deserve respect. Not all ideas deserve respect.
By the way, I came up with what I think would be the greatest job ever invented, okay? And if somebody I'm not an entrepreneur, if somebody wants to take this and run with this and make a lot of money, just give me 10%, okay? Here's my idea for the greatest job ever invented. Selling no soliciting signs door to door. Boom. Huh?